let's get into it. So, oh, Sammy going for the 3-house open, it looks like. And Roy over here, classic 2-house open. I like Roy's map. His berries are forward, but his gold is back. This stone, I mean, like, that stone is super forward, but you could just take this one back here. Really nice map for both of them, actually. The forward stone, but he could take the back one. But yeah, back berries, easily walled for Sammy. He's got a really easy wall, and so does Roy, to be honest. So Roy in the red, Sammy in the blue. Ethiopians versus Cumans. They're both just kind of scouting around. I'm interested in this 3-house open. I would prefer them to be on the front if you're gonna build 3, but it's also like spam houses at the beginning of the match. You can't really pick, especially if your villagers were back here to start. Sammy with a slight build lead already, so Roy has a little idle time, but not a lot. Roy's going straight to the straggler trees, which I would recommend not doing. Oh, he's changing his mind. He said, just kidding. I'm going to get like 3 wood and go over here. And Sammy's going 6 food and straight to wood. It looks like Roy is doing the same. This lumber camp, Roy, when you watch this, put this lumber camp all the way in the pocket. You don't need to have a gap because these guys are going to be inefficient like right away. But that's just a small thing. 2 to wood, and he's going to get his boar. Let's see if he can get this boar before they kill the next sheep. That would be ideal. Is he gonna... Ah, damn, they killed the sheep. A little unfortunate, but he is using the TC trick, and they hop right out and get to work. So it's not too terrible. He's gonna have a little bit of a rot on that sheep, but that's okay. Sammy coming out to get his first boar as well. I think he's going to have pretty good timing with this sheep finishing, though, so that's good. 4 to wood for Sammy, and only 2 for Roy. So Roy is going for a little bit tighter of a build. He'll maybe have a faster uptime, and as the Cumans, you definitely want that fast uptime. Both of them are using the TC trick. That's sick. And, I mean, they really have done some serious... Oh... Sheep's down. You probably didn't want to kill that sheep. You wanted him on here. A little bit of idle time for both of them. Both at 13 vills, but Sammy's vill lead has turned into a vill lead for Red here. So Red's got a slight vill lead. And if we look at their scouting, he's bringing in a second boar. He's scouting around pretty well. He's got a nice circle. Doesn't know where his opponent is. And it looks like Sammy's on his way out to find it. Go to find Roy. It doesn't look like either of them are that interested in pushing deer. This is Deer Arabia, so you definitely can get a lot of benefit from pushing that deer, but, you know, it's not the end of the world if you don't. Sammy's going to find Roy pretty soon. I think he's, like, right here, so we'll see if he rolls up under the TC. Where is his scout? Blue scout is all the way in the back now. Okay. Slight build lead for Roy, and he's finishing up with the second guy. Yeah, Roy, you can put your... It's a good habit for your mining camps to be 1 tile away, but this, you know, unless you're planning on quick walling your berries from like a drush or men-at-arms rush, like you want this flush against the berries. Same with this lumber camp, because these guys are going to be a little inefficient. But I like the 2 on wood. 2 on wood is pretty sick. Second boar coming in for Sammy. Pretty good timing here too with this guy, and he's going to do the TC trick to shoot this guy down, kill it all the way. Yeah, in the past, that would have been an absolute waste. Roy's fast, dude. Look at that. 18 loom, and he's up. 18 with loom, and he's up. Sammy is going for a much... I think maybe he's shooting for 21. He wants archers, so he might go 21 vills. Get onto some gold, and so we'll see if these uptimes really have... what they're going to do with those uptimes, I should say. Now, neither of them want to push these deer. Which is alright. It is a lot of focus, and if you're not practiced in pushing deer, it can slow you down. I'm curious when Sammy is, but you see, they're going to run out. Sheep are gone for Sammy. This boar's almost dead. He's going to be reliant just on berries, and then he's going to need farms. So these deer, that's like 500 food. You know, it's a lot of food. So he will have enough to click up. These guys should be carrying Yep, they're going to be carrying enough. And is he going to go to gold? Because 22 vills is he want a fast castle? I mean, he's almost there. But I bet he clicks. He gets 21 plus loom. Roy, however, is going to have a really fast feudal time. He's going to be like under 9 minutes, or right at 9 minutes, which is pretty quick. And I'm expecting he should have a barracks down already. I think he wants a TC. Roy wants a TC. Yep, these guys are shifting back. We have a scout fight, and that's going to be... Roy should take this fight immediately. Yeah, he does. Now, Sammy needs to run, because he's not feudal age yet, and he's not on the hill. He needs to run. And he does. So Roy does want this TC. And, I mean, the feudal time is really fast, right? Sammy's still not up. And he's going to be pretty late to feudal. And he's going to lose the scout. So far, advantage red. Sammy adding farms. And this is what happens when you don't push your deer, is that you're in a situation where you have to start farming, like, quick, right? There's a hole. No, there's not. Looks like Roy was turned around there. He can try to snipe this Vil, and if he does, he's a gangster. He's just scouting, and that's fine, too. So let's see what Red's doing here, man. I mean, he's on 2 TCs, and he's going to want to get this one working. Yeah, 2 TCs, and he's just going to try to boom. So I don't see any production buildings, which this can get punished. The Cuman boom is super strong. However, if blue makes archers, which I'm assuming he will, he's going to have plenty of wood. And he is not on gold yet, and he needs to be for archers. He's going to need to be on archers like ASAP. Now, what's he going to do? He hits feudal, and he queues 3 spears, and he adds a blacksmith. So this is a very interesting build, right? I think he's expecting scouts out of Sammy, but this is the hard part when you scout, when your scout dies and you haven't seen, like, let's just see. Sammy's point of view, no idea. He knows he's taking berries. Okay, that's great information, right? Like, that doesn't do much for you. So he has no idea that his opponent is booming. What does he want the blacksmith for? Is he also focused on fast castle? Spears to defend, and maybe he just wants to... Like, he could chug all these berries and crap out some farms, and he only needs 50 gold with the Ethiopian bonus. So... Scout goes down. Yeah, Scout's dead. Roy will be in the dark as well. But, I mean, 5 vil lead for Roy. And, he's adding into barracks now. He saw that spear. He figures, okay, crap, he might be making military. I need a little bit of, I need some defense. And let's see. I mean, I think Sammy's eyeing Castle Age, yeah. So, these guys run what? He's gonna... Frozen? I will... What? I will, pause it and restart it right away. Did that fix it? Okay, I hit a pause and restart. It should be fine. Okay, sorry guys. Sammy's on his way to castle, so... I kind of like the build. At first I was pretty confused. Damn, are we lagging? I'm sorry, guys. My internet's pretty good. Everything's alright? Okay, I'm gonna keep casting like everything's fine, and hopefully it's fine. Yeah, I agree. 3 gates is interesting, and this seems a little auto-eco-y to me, this farm over here, but it could just be that it's an efficient farm. Roy is just booming. Sorry, I got distracted by my stream sucking. He's got too many vills on this one woodline, though. I think all the vills are going over here. He needs a second woodline. This is crazy. Super inefficient. These vills are... Look at him. Look at him. Freaking. Dancing. This guy literally may never return to work. Both of these vills are trapped forever. This is hilarious, dude. And there's more joining. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. You need another woodline. So Roy's making a couple archers, and I'm assuming that's for defense. The Cumans aren't really known to be on archers, right? And Sammy is about to hit Castle Age. And then what? He still doesn't have a range out. He's not on stone. So you got to assume that maybe he wants to boom himself. a little bold to try to outboom the Cumans, but we will see. Sammy hits Castle Age. How far behind is my stream? I feel like it's crazy. And Sammy's also gonna boom. He's down though. What he doesn't realize, this is what the price you pay for not scouting is, he's down 21 bills right now. The Cuman boom has gone unpunished, and Roy is, you know, I think he's idling for castle right now, to be honest. He has 52 bills. He's slowed down his bill production to try to get up. Sammy's on 2 TC, and does he want a third one? I don't know, but he needs military though, because pretty soon Roy hits castle, market, blacksmith are in. Oh yeah, market and blacksmith, 2 stables, and he's gonna want to spam. He's gonna spam step lancers or knights, and that's gonna be tough, right? He's got a few archers, those are just for defense. Siege workshop way in the back, so I'm wondering what Sammy's thinking. Is it maybe just mangonel defense, or is it gonna be rams? He's walled up completely. He's got plenty of housing space, and he's booming. He's getting horse collar, but he is behind by 18 bills right now, 17 bills, and I think Roy's on his way up. Yeah, Roy's up to castle. So he's got a ton, 18 on gold, 17 on food. He's on a heavy, he's got maybe too many on gold right now. But we'll see. I mean, 21 viewers, by the way. Let's go. Shout out 21 viewers. PlayStation 5 tournament with a $500 prize pool. Super cool. Really excited that this worked out. And I'm happy to be able to cast it and put on the tournament. Thanks to everybody who has donated and is participating. It's really cool to see. The bill lead is shortening as Roy's on his way up, but he's getting bloodlines. I haven't seen if he's gotten foraging or anything. He may not have horse collar, and we're going to see when this comes in if it's at 175 or 250. He does not have horse collar, so he will be paying the price for that. These farms are going to start running out pretty quickly. A lot of them 2 wood, right? Like, a lot of these farms are not going to hold up super well, and his wood count is he's gonna have a hard time keeping up the push, right? He has so many bills, but he can't produce steps the way that he's gonna want to. I'm assuming it's gonna be step lancers. Yeah, 3 steps out of 1 stable. Could have queued it out of 2. Now Sammy is going forward with mangonels. Sammy, when you watch this game, you should build your siege workshops forward, because these units are so slow that if they die, you gotta remake them from way far out. Yeah, shout out to Fast Castle and Chill as well. He's gonna be casting these games on his YouTube, bringing more, just more knowledge and insight and just traction for the community in general. So Not Atheist has been doing really cool stuff as well. So Sammy sees its step lancers, right? He sees its steps. These few archers are actually sick, because these pikemen, the free pikeman upgrade for the Ethiopians is really cool. But they're dead. Bang, bang, they're dead. And these steps, oh man, these mangonels are butt naked. They need to go home. They need to go home. I mean, lucky shot, 1 steps down, these mangonels are cooked. Expensive L. So you can't ever leave your mangonels unprotected like that, because now they're dead. Sammy is not producing bills. But the bill lead is actually pretty tight. He's on a 3rd town center, and he's on stone big time, so he's going to want a castle to defend, and I don't blame him. But he needs to be producing villagers. Roy is, again, his food, even though he has 20 farms, his food is suffering a little bit, because he's still, you know, he doesn't have horse collar yet. Both of these guys, their productions are in the back, which is interesting to me. And so, you know, oh yeah, he did pre-make skirms, but Roy has 13 army and Sammy has 5. A few pikemen and a mangonel. He can't counter this right now. He can get, if he gets a lucky mango shot on these archers, which there are only 6 of, then the pikes are fine and they can do well. 10 bill lead for red. He's dropping a 3rd town center, and yeah, he finally got a 2nd lumber camp going on, but now he's got too many over here. You kind of want to try to split your wood choppers up the same way you would with anything. This is really consolidated, like 1 good raid here, and you're hurting, you know. But right now, that raid's not coming in. You need to lock this gate and then repair it, or you need to put a stone gate behind it, because these steps are going to be in, and this can be devastating. Pikes are out of position. is not in time, not fast enough with the quick wall. Steps are in for Roy. Sammy is down, but it's not over, right? Like this. If he can just manage this, he needs to bring the mangonel over and shoot these crossbows. The University will wall if you can get a build to tap it. Scorpion's out. The steps have shit pierce armor, and camels are coming out for the Ethiopians as well. You don't want to trickle these guys in though, man. Like you need a few of them to match the numbers. The pikes though will do great. The mangonel is gonna get sniped. No, he diverts his attention. Mangonel might still go down. Yeah, mangonel's dead. But honestly, not horrible defense here. The University, oh man, he didn't trap him. Okay. So still 10 bills. These guys go back to farming. Nice. That's not auto eco. That's good. That's good eco control. You want to wall this up, and Sammy needs farms. He only has 7 farms. You need to like, take all these guys, bang, 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 make farms. But he does have almost enough for a castle. So I mean, he could be crazy. The military numbers are similar, right? Get another mangonel out, but his production is dry. Defensive castle. Okay. I was gonna say a castle on Roy's face changes the game. Sammy is the higher elo by like 50. He's like 1580. And Roy is like 1530. But, you know, controller elo, hard to really determine who's who. Oh, another raid coming in on the stone miners. These guys need to garrison. Garrisons them. The steps have crappy pierce armor, right? Like 1+1. They don't have much. So, even without fletching, which I'm not sure if he has or not, it's going to do work. Roy needs houses. He's adding a monastery, he's adding a siege workshop, he's adding more stables, and he's adding houses, but he's going to be housed for just a little bit here, because these guys aren't straight to the houses. Sammy, his queue is dry, right? Like, he's got the castle up, but no hotels. He's got 1,200 gold, which you could use to buy food or buy anything. I don't know if he wants a second castle, or which would shut down, you know, all of Roy's aggression, really. A second castle here, shut it down completely. This is really well walled up. But Sammy's on the back foot, right? He's on the back foot. He's down 12 bills to the Cumans, which could be worse, honestly. The Cuman boom is pretty ridiculous. And Roy is just gonna pepper him. These 6 archers, I think it's still 6, have been instrumental, actually, right? 7 crossbows, so he's made a couple more. He's adding crossbows. He's adding monks now, too, so there's a relic right here. I'm assuming that that's where that monk's gonna go. But he can see, there's actually, Roy's got a really good relic generation. The monk is just chilling for now. He's coming forward for a castle drop. And Sammy does not have the military to defend it. He's on all pikes that are just kind of at the back of his base. Shotels would be killer here. Shotels do well against cavalry. I don't think Roy has a horse collar yet. He's really struggling to keep his farms going, but it kind of doesn't matter. He's got a ton of stone. Where is he going to put this castle? Right there. So that castle is gonna, he can take this gold. It doesn't range too much here. Like, it just puts a pressure on the side, but it's not gonna wreck a town center. Sammy looks like he's spreading out his eco a little bit. But yeah, I wish I could see idle TC time, but they both definitely have quite a bit. But Sammy has a lot. These are gonna get in. Quick wall. With this knight, you can drop a house here, but nope, too late, and the knights are in. He doesn't have much army. I need to see some quicker reaction here from Sammy to be able to stop this raid, because this is a pretty devastating amount of cavalry in your base. With the castle up behind it, the Meganel. Yeah, Sammy calls GG. Yeah, okay. I think he was just a little bit overwhelmed by the Cuman boom, and not having the scouting for it, and then not being able to punish it is super hard. If he had known that there were 2 TCs here, he could have fast castled with enough stone to drop a castle right there and just destroyed the game, right? But the Cumans are brutal if allowed to do what they just did, and really well played by red, really well played by blue. Good game. Let's take a check at the stats really quick. 20-9, not a whole lot of fighting, but Roy had the map control the whole entire game. A lot more res collected, as you would expect from the Cumans. A nice fast castle for Sammy. Really good feudal time, though, for red. And 1 relic, villager, all that. The timeline shows a pretty close game. GG, guys. The Tutons have a ton of other stuff going for them, right? They also have fantastic farms, super cheap farms, which is like one of the best bonuses in the game. So, is Sammy gonna go 3 houses? He is. So, Sammy, build 2 houses. I mean, do what you like. However, you just need 2. You'll get onto your sheep faster if you just build 2. He said 7 to 3 if you're slow. If you're slow, whatever, bro. Let's 1v1. Just kidding. But we could, just for fun. It does give him, the 3-house opening does give him the freedom to not worry about that next house. And as Burgundians, I'm going to want to see him getting double bid axe ASAP. Yes, controllers can do rushes. I mean, dude, come look at some of the controller elos, dude. Some of these guys are playing at really high elos. Like, playing on a controller at 15, 16, 1700 elo on the PC ladder. So Sammy's going 6, and then he's going over to wood. He should be getting his he's gonna want to get double bid axe. So Burgundians are gonna start slow, but man, if they can start cooking, they're really cooking. The Burgundian eco bonus is wild. Nice force drop for Sammy. Roy's over here doing the same build here. And it looks like they're neck and neck. They're just kind of scouting their sheep. Let's see if they... I want to see them push their deer, right? Like, yeah, that's true. Burgundian gunpowder will go crazy if he gets to that point. They didn't push their deer on Arabia, which they should have. But it is a, you know, it's a daunting task. It can be to be pushing your deer. I'm glad that they fixed that where the sheep doesn't stall your villager out for an hour anymore. That was a really annoying bug in the last patch. And I'm just really hoping to see. Roy's also 4 on wood, and now where's this next build go? To a boar? Yeah, so he's got the same build here. Oh, he's going to a house all the way at the front. Don't love it. 3 houses here, so he's not tower rushing. This is enough houses for Castle Age and then some. So he's gonna boom as the Tutons, which is fine. The tower rush can really backfire if you don't nail it. Now, is he pushing this deer? He's gonna push his deer. So on Arena, this guy's down. On Arabia, I think it's just like, man, these are far away. Oh. Sammy had a little bit of a confusion moment there, it looks like. And he's down by 1 vil because of it. Now, I can't see if he got double bid axe because I'm not on capture age and I suck. But I'm hoping that he did. I wish there was a way to just like check the vil and see how quickly. But maybe it seems like he didn't. I don't know. We will see. We'll find out soon enough if he keeps it. Or maybe he likes Burgundians for other reasons, right? Cavalier and Castle Age is pretty strong. And a mill. And he still hasn't brought this boar in, but he is focusing on the deer. You know, not perfect deer lures, but could be way worse. Could not do it at all. Sammy with a little idle time going on under the town center. You need to force drop these vills. Okay, he did. Oh, I can check the tech tree? Okay, let's see. Let's see, he'll go this way. So, does that mean he's got it? I think it means he's got it. Sorry for the pause there. Switch back to villager count, the only count that matters. 2 vills down for Sammy. 2 APG Roy. And Roy, this vil, don't know what he's doing. Let's see. Bringing in the boar. Okay, so he's pushed all his deer. Has Sammy pushed his deer? Absolutely not. He's bringing in his boar, and his scout is out and about. So he is not going to push these deer, and this is something that, Sammy, when you watch these games, this is a lot of food that you're missing out on, dude. 140 times 3. That's like 400 food. 420 food. Blaze it. You need that food. Roy pushed his in. He's going to have a pretty big advantage. Just strictly on how much food he has to work with to get up to Castle Age and to get his upgrades. Both of these guys are doing a pretty good job killing their boars with the town center. This guy says, did you send it on PS5? Can you paste it here? I don't know what you mean. I did send it on the in PS5. It's somewhere. I can't paste it here because I'm an idiot and I don't know how. but, you know, that's okay. It's in the Discord. You should join our Discord, Edificer. Is Sammy clicked up? Or he's just really kind of lagging behind in builds here. Roy's going to wood. Roy's having a pretty clean build. You get the early eco bonuses as Burgundians as soon as you can. Sammy did push his deer, so he scouted first. These guys are standing around because he ate all of his deer, or all of his sheep, and they're just going to chop cheese. That's the correct move here. You don't want them to just do nothing at all. Roy is going to go 26 up. So it'll be not an incredibly fast castle, but a fast castle indeed. Now, Sammy is lagging a little bit on the eco, and as Burgundians, you know, that's not something you exactly want to do. These guys are going to shoot this, I hate when my bills do that, really far deer, but it's okay. But he's going to actually, oh, he's clicked up. Okay, cool. So he's going to struggle a little bit, and he said, just, you know what, forget it, I'm taking this deer from far. And it's better not taking it at all, but it's a little bit sloppy. And that's okay. It can be daunting to push your deer. So both guys are on their way to feudal. Roy is going to be there a little bit first, and he's going to get loom, which is interesting, right? Does that mean he wants to castle drop? Castle drop as Tutons wouldn't be my favorite, though they do have strong castles if you get to imp with crenellations. Their Teutonic Knight isn't a great castle drop unit just because it's slow and it costs food. But he is heavy on the berries, so he's going to force the castle quick, right? Cheap farms, 12 villagers on berries. He'll have a bit of an eco collapse when these guys finish, but he'll have a good castle time, so it's a trade-off. Sammy may want to feudal boom here a little bit as Burgundians. He may want to feudal boom. Not super long, but long enough to get bow saw and to get his other upgrades. These farms have horse collar on them. So Sammy clicks up, and is he going to get bow saw right away? We'll see. He doesn't have the res for Castle Age, and he is feudal booming. He's got 3 bills boomed, and he's not building a blacksmith market. So he should just click bow saw then right away, right? He's building a blacksmith with 1 bill. And Roy with a barracks on the very front. So this, the only thing I don't love about this is that it shows your opponent. Sammy's literally walking by right now, so he can see, oh, he's building a barracks, and he's building a market, and he's building a blacksmith. I wonder why. He knows exactly what Roy's doing, but it almost doesn't matter. He's going to click up to castle. Decent time, 27 bills. He's got 5 bills building the house. Now, Sammy, I don't think he got bow saw, but he is utilizing his Burgundian eco by booming it up a little bit. He's going to be later to castle, but he will have a stronger eco. Interesting that he does this every time. He puts 1 farm there. It does show tech's researching, but only if the tech is currently researching, right? The score shows that Sammy's up, and I think that's just because he has more bills, and he has more tech's research, but Roy's going to crush him to Castle Age. He'll be Castle in like 16.5. 16.5, I should say. And Sammy's going to idle here for just 2 seconds, and I think he's going to click. Got the food, and he clicks. Alright, so he'll be behind by a couple minutes to Castle Age, but his eco's looking smooth. Roy has everybody on stone, I think, or on wood. I think he wants to boom again. He's building all these extra houses. I think he wants to boom again. Which I won't hate. Teutons are strong if you can get them going. But Burgundians do have some really strong counters to the Teutons. The Teutons are slow. Stable coming in, so he's going to want knights. Maybe he's getting it for the upgrades. He's getting forging, Roy is. And Sammy's making Flemish militia. This could be for map control, which honestly would be fire. Roy's at castle earlier than I predicted. I don't know how to count. Yeah, the Teuton boom feels great. For sure. It's so easy. 36 wood per farm is like, it's just almost nothing. It's half price. Very easy, very smooth. Roy is up. And let's see if he's dropping town centers. He's not. He's getting armor, and he's going to want to fight. He's going to want to fight. immediately. He doesn't have enough farms though to keep up with the night production. That's a second stable, so double stable nights is something he cannot afford at this moment. This could be a little bit of a misplay. Sammy is worried, and so he's building a second wall in here, which is honestly a good idea. And he's also building a stable. He's got 16 farms compared to Roy, or 11 farms. Where are the other villas on food? Oh, he's still got some berries left. Okay. Sammy's up. What does he do with it? Town center. I don't hate it because Roy is just now adding his. These guys are going to be neck and neck for vills. Sammy's a little bit behind because he was behind a castle. Oh, and you know what? Oh, careful, Sammy. Careful, Sammy. Wow, sick dodge. Okay. So he can kill the scout if he takes the fight. Nice. Okay, so he can freely scout this base as long as he's careful. He's going to have some really good intel on what Roy's doing. Sees the town center, and I bet the scout dies right now. So Roy doesn't punish it. Red's cute. Red's keen to let him live. Just got the base. TC up. Another TC going down. You want, yep, more than one vill. Great, 3 vills. So, yeah, wow. He's gonna just get all the... Oh! No, why? Why? Throw your scout away for free! Whatever. He saw a lot. Nice. The Flemish militia are going to snipe the monk, so he's not going to let this Teuton monk get in there. Oh, he might actually. I don't think he does, though. I think the monk's dead. Monk is dead. And the other monk's trying for the conversion. You need to back your militia away. Does Sammy have a monastery? No. But he's just trying to control the map. Trying to control the map. Killing some lions just for fun. And honestly, right now, I like Sammy's position a little better. He's got a 3rd town center. Roy only has 2. And he's got some map control. These knights should go out and scout and see what's going on. Roy's gonna really want to get this relic, and I'm surprised he hasn't sent this monk out to get it. A castle in the very, very, very corner. Interesting. So it will protect that. It will protect that relic. Easily trapped from far away, though. That's pretty funny. I don't know if I've ever seen that. That's a pretty funny castle placement. The monk is going to come out and get this relic, and he's not guarding it well enough. Sammy's not, so he's going to let the monk get the relic. Yeah. The monk grabs it, heads back in. And he's not producing, he doesn't have the food eco to be really producing. He's got so many on gold that you wonder what he's going to do with it. Is he going to buy food? I think he just did. Sammy's house. And he's building houses. Alright, he's spamming houses down. But he does have better eco in general. I'm not going to pause to check the freaking tech tree to see what he's got, but castle goes up, and will red make Teutonic Knights? I don't know, but this is definitely just for the map control. It doesn't protect this gold, though. It does protect this outside stone. I really almost think it was to make sure he got that one relic. These guys are keen to just let each other do their thing. Vills are neck and neck. Sammy has a slight vill lead. The eco is better for Sammy. He's making his own monks. And he's finally going to send these cav out onto the field. He's well protected in here. Let's see. Where's this monk going to go? He's guarding this relic. These guys are just kind of posted up. A monk would have to walk past them to get to this one. So all the relics are going to be in Sammy's control. Will this lion attack a monk? I guess I'm a noob because I just don't know. And it looks like the answer is no. That would be really cheesy, so I'm glad it's not true. Yeah, Sammy is spamming another monk. He's making scout cavalry. They're not even light cav, and I guess they're just for map control. Roy has not added a 3rd town center. He's just kind of chilling. 24 farms, though. Teuton farms are gangster. He's not floating any wood. Keeping it pretty nice. Keeping it pretty nice and tight with his build. Still too many on gold, but, you know, this could be on purpose. He's going to buy some food. Roy's making spears, and he's getting gambesons and wheelbarrow. Gambesons is interesting. I mean, he's foreshadowing that he's going to want to make infantry, specifically the militia line. in this game. The monk's gonna go out, and there's Teutonic Knights. The Teutonic Knights are gonna wreck the Flemish militia. Wreck. And he gets a conversion even. So this relic is going to be reds. And this relic, if Sammy's quick enough, he'll get it. But he can't stop red from getting this relic. And he's just gonna send a scout in to die. No? Okay. He runs away. Big. The thing about Roy right now, though, is he's not producing bills at the clip that he should. He's Tutons. His farms are, like, free. He wants to be producing a lot of bills, and he's kind of not. One relic in for Sammy. He's going to need to go get the second one soon, because he knows that red is taking these other relics. Oh, wow, but he got sloppy. He let his monk die. So he picked it up and put it right back down. Sammy could click imp any second here. He needs the buildings, or he could just build a castle. Castle for map control would be sick. He's building a castle here. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It doesn't really do anything to change the outcome of the game, but it does secure you these neutral res, even though these are your own res, really. Castle right here would have been sick, right on his face. Stop his knight production out of the stables. But, what's up, Budweiser? Yep, 1-0. And yeah, you're right. There's army outside. He doesn't want to put it too far forward. He knows about the Teutonic Knights. So they're going to go 2 for 2 with relics, unless... Oh, Sammy's going to click imp. Nope, he gets cav armor instead. I think imp would be sick here, but he's happy to just kind of keep the boom up. He's got 10 bills on him. Roy is coming out for this next relic, and they're gonna be 2 for 2 on the relics. Oh, Sammy's got 3. I lied. Sammy's got 3 relics, so advantage there. And he does click imp. Let's see where Roy's at. Roy's halfway there. Still not floating any wood, and it's mostly because he only has 8 lumberjacks right now. Ton on food, and I'm thinking he's going to go knight spam as soon as he can. Knights and Teutonic Knights, right? Burgundians can get into the gunpowder and wreck it. Cusiliers are good against knights. It's really going to come down to the unit comp and the micro, I think, here at the end of the game. But this game's going to imp. This game is going to imp. This will be the first game of the tournament so far to go to imp. Roy finds this castle. The knight is like, dude, get this lion away from me. Roy clicks. So both of them with decent imp times here. And he's just got this slow, scary army running around, right? Like, slow knights, slow pikes, slow Teutonic Knights. And what will Sammy do? Because he knows that he's on heavy infantry. You can spam knights, but I'd like to see an archery range, and I'd like to see a siege workshop. Yep, ranges. Ranges, ranges. Does he have a university? He will need a university. He does. He's getting Cavalier upgrade, it looks like. He'll need chemistry. He's got a siege workshop right here. Lumber camp going up in the back. Roy's just spamming more farms. He's going to have a crap ton of farms here soon. 36 farms, pretty decent. Kind of low bill counts for them both on a straight up boom. Yeah, Teutonic Knights are OP, but they will die bad, super bad to hand cannons. So if that's what Sammy's thinking, then he is going to be just fine. Okay, Sammy's up. Chemistry's coming in. That's going to be hand cannons. Yep. Now, another castle, which is honestly, this is sick. This is like a castle creep, practically. Securing more of this res. I don't hate it at all. Now, you can't really defend it at this exact moment. If Roy decides to push with all these units, he can deny this castle, or at least delay this castle. He's gonna run out of his gold inside of his base soon. I mean, he's got quite a bit here, but this mine is done. Sammy is researching. I think that's Paladin, right? I'm pretty sure that's the Paladin. Roy clicks up, and what's he doing with him? He's finally getting the gold mining upgrade, which pretty good. Could have had it a while ago. How many viewers we got? 27 viewers. Let's go. Shout out 27 viewers. Roy is coming forward here, and I guess to take this zone. He knows he wants another castle if he's going to spam Teutonic Knights, but the Teutonic Knights are going to meet their match in Burgundian gunpowder. But Sammy needs more farms. He needs way more farms to keep up with hand cannon production. The castles are coming in. These knights are just posturing. Can they see each other? I mean, Sammy can't see him. Roy knows about this one. He doesn't know about this one. He's just going to go kind of scout out and see what's going on. And he's going to find a couple Cavalier over here. Kind of just posted up around the map for map control, map vision, which I don't hate at all. They both need houses. Both at exactly 145 pop space, and they're close in total pop as well. Roy has more army. Sammy's got more villagers. This is a close game. It's anybody's game. The score is leading towards Sammy, and I think that's actually pretty fair. The army numbers are going to start to come out here. And the hand cannons are going to be shown. Roy sees them. And he's got a Treb out, which Sammy does not have. But he's making bombard cannons, which I love. Don't take this fight, though, until you have some more hand cannons. Yep. Okay, he runs back. The thing about it is these need to be forward. He's got a couple more here. He's spamming gunpowder. And the first map was Arabia, and it was kind of close. Budweiser, it seemed like Roy got away with a greedy Cuman boom and was able to punish. Sammy kind of got rocked in the first game. But this is really this is classic AoE here. It's going to come down to this fight, right? Whoever wins this fight that's imminent it's going to shape the course of this game. Now, this one hand cannon, Blue needs to group his army up. Bring these guys in, bring everybody in. You need to group your army up. Your ranges are getting blasted down. 1,800 stone in the bank. Sell it and make hand cannons. Or make another castle, but not while there's trebs on you. So he's banking up all the neutral res. And Roy has enough res for another castle as well, which I'm assuming he's about to use. Oh man, these hand cannons, these freaking bombard cannons are gonna get sniped. Sucks, dude. Sucks. Those are expensive. Those are expensive, and those are your castle deniers. So misplay by Blue there. The trade res for res will be pretty close. A lot of these Cavalier are gonna die. Well, maybe just two. His queue is dry. He doesn't have anything queued, and he has a few less army. And if Sammy just micros this away, this gunpowder is gonna destroy the only thing that's keeping him in the game right now, which is all these infantry, the Teutonic Knights, and nice micro back. The monk is going to get a couple conversions, or at least one, but there's not enough monks to really pose a threat. You just smash it down. The KD is going to go here pretty strong for Sammy, because these Teutonic Knights are getting shredded. Teutonic Knights are shredded, and wow, he actually lost because of the halbs against the Paladin. But all in all, that fight went Sammy's way heavy. Heavy, that went Sammy's way. He's throwing his bombard cannons, but it almost doesn't matter here. He can make some more. He's got a ton of food in the bank, a ton of stone. He needs to sell it. And he needs more vills on this gold. But this is bad for Roy. He's getting pushed back. He lost that fight, and like I said, whoever wins that fight is really going to be in position to take over the rest of the game. He could stand to get the monastery tech to make it harder to convert devotion. Devotion would be good for Blue. Yeah. So far, advantage Blue though. Big time right now. He got fortified wall. He's got another castle over here, and he still has so much stone. He has 2,000 stone. He should focus more on gold. Oh, this could be interesting. If he doesn't send enough vills, this castle will get destroyed before it even begins building. He'll tap it once and it'll go down. 2 trebs coming out for Blue. He said, dude, I'm tired of these. So now he sees the castle, and he may not try to build it right there. Yeah, he cancels that castle. These hand cannons you're kind of, they don't want to be, you need a meat shield for them. But 38 military to 4, this is Blue's game. I don't see how Roy wins this game right now without having some serious patience. He needs a ton of patience to sit back, mass his army, and send it all out at once. But he's going to lose his map control. He's going to lose his forward position here shortly. Protect your trebs, Blue. Protect your trebs. Protect your trebs. Yeah, he's going to protect them with the paladins, and the trebs are going to be just fine. You can't do anything about it. He's on a triple gold comp, essentially. Paladin, treb, hand cannoneer. But he can afford it because there's still all this res on the map. He has 2,400 stone, which is outrageous. And he's queuing up more hand cannons, a couple paladins. He's got a 20 bill lead, 18 bills. Yeah, I think that the third game is imminent. I don't know. The win condition for red is tough here. He has to hold something serious, and he needs an answer to the gunpowder, which has to be scorpions, it has to be skirms, it has to be arbs, it has to be something that's not a few paladins, right? A few paladins, a few halbs, it's not enough. Blue can raid. Blue should raid that gold mine and stop. Don't let him take another single dollar off of there. But he's a little cautious. He may lose these trebs if he doesn't push forward here. The trebs are going to walk forward without him. No, they're going to go over to the side. Okay. Dropping a castle here. This should go forward, but it's fine. He's just going to litter the map with castles. He has 2,000 more stone to spend. A little too patient with his army here. You want to just don't even let him breathe, because now he has 43 army of his own. He's just now getting husbandry. He's just now getting the final cav armor. He's making petards, interestingly enough. And Roy's eco's good. He could stand to have some more farms and more vills, to be honest. He's having a hard time keeping up enough food to make enough vills, to make enough army, to make everything. Yeah, Govaldo says GG, and I think that, you know, he might be right. But it's not over till it's over, man. These are halbs. These are halbs, and he's paladin. If he gets the ironclad, he could have crazy siege. Tutons have awesome siege. But Sammy's going to need to throw to... So skirms are out. Skirms are out, and the army's out of position for blue. I don't know why he's not pushing this castle. There he goes. Okay. Army's a little bit out of position for blue, but he is protecting these trebs. The trebs will be just fine. Because red can't threaten this. Without siege, he can't threaten these castles. He's not getting inside this base, not for a while. Not without losing most of his army. So the trebs are going to knock this down. Trebs are coming out for red. Yeah, Mr. Big Jams, we may have a third game. Would be pretty sick to see. Would be pretty sick to see. So here comes the fight. The paladins are on the front line, which is fine, but he does not have the numbers, right? The halbs are here. It's going to need some serious micro. You need to fight the right units against the right units if you're blue. You don't want to fight the halbs with the paladins, which is what he's doing. But, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't matter. Hand cannon on the back line, bombard cannon on the back line. This fight is going to go to blue. Red can't win this fight. Skirms as your backline DPS is not a backline DPS. Those are a counter only to the hand cannons. And they're going to die. The skirms are going to die. The hand cannons and the scorpions are going to wreck. This castle's down. And this feels like GG to me. He's still taking this forward gold, but only because he hasn't been punished for it. He will be soon. Military counts cut in half for almost both of them, but the hand cannons are wrecking. The skirms are here, and you know he's rightfully backing away from the skirms. He should kill these paladins so he doesn't lose his siege, though. Paladins are coming in to clean up the skirms, and there's actually even a couple light cav inside red space, raiding his bills, getting a few kills here and there. Red's holding on for dear life. I think he thought, man, I won that first game, and there's no way I'm losing the second game. There's a lot of money on the line. You know, first place is going to win 175 bucks. So, it's a pretty sick little prize pool. Forward castle again from Sammy. Sammy still with so much res in the bank. He can't lose this game. He has so much res. I mean, he has more gold miners than he has. And red rings the bell. Red rings the bell. All these villas could be dead if blue knew where they were. And the monastery is going to go down. That's going to be a lot of his gold income. Are these gold villas going to be found? I think they're going to be found. Yeah, this is a lot of villas. 23 gold miners that are going to go down for red. And that's, I mean, if it wasn't GG already, that's pretty bad. That's 23 bills dead. Pretty bad. Really well played from both of these guys. It's just, Arena is a snowbally map, and the snowball fell in favor of blue. Blue's had redemption from his first game. He kind of got rocked on that Arabia game, and Arabia's tough too. Especially, you know, you're kind of a newish player. Arabia might not be your favorite map. It's really it exposes everything, right? I'm a little surprised that Red hasn't called the GG, but maybe he sees a win condition that I don't. Maybe he sees a win condition that I don't. Castle going up. Sammy has complete control of this game. There's like no more res on the map though. There's literally no more gold. So he's taking gold here, and he's taking gold here. That's stone. It says he has 32 gold miners, but I'm struck. Oh, these just finished it right there. Now, I'm curious what's Red's plan here. He's gonna muster up. What is this tech? Is Sammy getting faith? He's getting a monastery tech that I don't even know what it is by looking at it. Hideout, Mega Random, African Clearing, Black Forest. Hideout, Mega Random, African Clearing, Black Forest, or another one. There's 7 maps in the pool, in case it goes to 7 games in the best of 5. So last stand for Red here. He's building a forward monastery. Sammy wants a monk. It's best of 3 for this game, but the finals are best of 5 solo. So in the finals, I put 7 maps so that if it does go the distance, that they're not like, oh crap, there's no map to play. Protect your trebs, bro. Don't. Oh my god, he's gonna throw the trebs for no reason. Protect your trebs, dude. Got a little cocky. Trebs are cooked. Bye-bye. He's got a bombard cannon, though, somewhere, right? He's got 2 bombard cannons. Every relic belongs to SammyDiamonds now. They get no map bans. You should just go read solo, you're right. You should just go read. But man, huge game for Blue. Blue was on the brink of death. He was going to lose in the first round of the tournament, and he said, nah, dude, I got some more fight in me, and I'm going to make a huge comeback. Red should resign. It's okay to resign, bro. It's over, and that's okay. You can't win. He's ringing the town bell. There's trebs, bombard cannons, hand cannons. Everything. I mean, this is the first tournament I've ever ran, so, you know, I don't have the clearest handbook, and it's all a little bit flying by the seat of my pants here to make it happen, but we've had some really great turnout, and Roy calls the GG. Great game, guys. We are going to a game 3, boys! This match will send them to play the heavy favorite, Bloody Calypso, sitting at 1,806 elo, so these guys have their work cut out for him in the next round. Bloody's good. Okay. Let's do the settings here. Alright. So, Sammy is the Katons. He's settling the wall. Now, it's not like the end of the world, but you should settle a pond. If you are slick, you'll settle a pond. However, his TC is down first, so Roy's probably going to settle right here. Yeah, and he does. Now, this is great because you got really close wood here. You're also really close to just the actual wood line. And then you get this free fish. So, Sammy does have an easy pond. He can make a mill before a lumber camp and take this wood here. I used to be a wall guy myself and would settle a wall. But anymore, I'm looking for a spot like this. This is the dream on African Clearing. That would be the dream. But you know what? We're just going to see how it goes. Sammy building 2 houses. He's kind of like excommunicated his stone here, but he's got closer stone anyways. He doesn't even care. You're right. Billy versus Bloody Calypso will be, will likely be the finals, though it may not be. We could have an upset. We could have an upset. I got some text messages coming in that are pissing me off, and they're even kind of important. I gotta handle them. All right, Sammy is straight away on this sheep, and you know there's only one. There's 2 boars. Let's see if he can see them. He can see one. He will hopefully find this other one. It might even creep into sight as it's doing its little meandering around. They're both a little far, so And he could want loom to get him, or he might just do the house trick, or, you know, I've been doing is sending my sheep there to do one bump on the board, and you can take it in from like much farther away with a sheep bump. You know, patented sheep bump. You heard it here first. Now Roy is straight away on to the fish, which take in way faster than sheep. So this is a right away. He's going to just have more food to work with. He's down 1 bill because of the TC timing, or like half a bill. But he's just going to be able to do a lot more with that. He doesn't have any sheep. Does he have any sheep to scout with? It looks like he's scouting with his villager. 0 sheep Roy is what we call him back in high school, and he is not able to scout his map, which is actually a huge bummer. He does see 2 boar, which is lucky for him, and he's got one of them is just like right up. Now, he got loom, and he's going for this far boar first. He doesn't know where Sammy is, so he might think, man, what if he's right here? He could take this boar. So, you know, a little bit early for loom. It's going to keep him back even more on the bills, but he will have this far away boar, and he'll have it pretty early, so that's not so bad. Sammy is out on the fish, so correct to make the mill first. You don't need a lumber camp when you're right next to the wood line. And another thing is that you can send more to wood, or more to food first, because you don't need the lumber camp, so you can go like 8 or 9 even on food to start on this map and really get your food eco pumping before you go to wood, and just get enough to make the camp and get up. But just differences here. He likes 6 and 4, and he's going to stick to 6 and 4. Which is fine. I can dig it. 31 viewers. Let's go. 31 viewers. Pretty cool. Thanks for tuning in to this ridiculous PlayStation tournament that we're hosting here. I think it's pretty sweet. Roy is munching on a boar. The bill count has really evened out, so we could have been seeing a little bit of idle time. Let's see who gets 12 first. Who's going to get to 12? It's Sammy. But he's got a little idle time in between each bill, it looks like. So nothing too crazy, but he's coming out to get his boar. He also got loom, which is probably the safe call. He sees both boars, so he could lure this one into there, into the mill. Alright, not gonna die to that boar. Not today. This is something I do all the time too. This bill should have just gone under here, because now he just did a bunch of walking for no good old reason at all, but that's okay. Little things. TC opens fire, and the boar is down. No bill's dead. Cool. So these guys are going to go finish up that sheep and go to that boar. Bills are tied at 14. Bulgarians is a really interesting choice here. Sammy has the score lead, and it's literally only because he scouted with a sheep, and Roy has not. He hasn't been able to, because he found 0 sheep. 0 sheep Roy is what we called him back in high school. Sammy's starting early on the pastures, which is interesting. Dark Age pastures when you don't need them. You know, there's another boar right there that he knows about even. And this pond has some fish. There's ponds everywhere, but he does not know where his opponent is. And the Katon farms, pastures, I should say, are pretty cool, and they get food almost like the Khmer do. It just rolls right in. Although they did change it a little bit. You see these guys actually have to get up and put it into the box, into the hut. House coming in, 1 bill lead, or half a bill lead, I should say, for blue. Roy's out here taking these deer, and it's a pretty chill little Dark Age for both these guys. Yeah, the $500 PlayStation tournament. You're correct, Solo. Pretty tight. Pretty tight. Shout out to Cloud Ath. Shout out to Eater of Ants, and to Bluebird, and to Lagging Dog for donating to the tournament. Really cool. Had to blow my nose, guys. I apologize. I'm back. He's on to some deer for blue, and red still has found 0 sheep, which is crazy. So he has like no idea what's going on the map. He can only see the path from where he started his bills, these 3 shapes here, and he finally found a sheep, and he's gonna bring him under the TC. Yeah, that's right, scout with them. Scout with them. You do not need to eat this sheep. Sheep are not for eating, dude. They're for scouting. Correct move. He finally is going to be able to see some map. But a humongous field lead for Sammy because Roy's up early. And Buttweiser kind of called it here. Buttweiser kind of called it. This is Men-at-Arms coming out for red. And the barracks at the back of the base, I don't hate it. I mean, I kind of hate it, but it also is going to wall your woodline in here. And he's going to also make scouts. So he wants early military because he needs to see what the hell's going on the map. He needs to find out what's going on. He has no idea where Sammy is. And Sammy, meanwhile, is for sure on a fast castle. He's only got 1 on gold, which will not be enough. But he's on 24 bills, plus 2 are queued up. He will need more on gold, though. Like, he'll definitely need more on gold. He's adding the walls because red hit feudal so much faster than him that he doesn't want to get just bum rushed, which may or may not happen. Let's open up the whole map vision here. Oops, oops, oops. And this sheep from red will soon find Sammy. We can see what the sheep sees by these lines, and he's going to see these houses, and he's going to know, oh shit, my time has come. The Men-at-Arms are searching. He's going to find Sammy's scout. That is now Roy's scout. But Roy's eco is not great. He's got a couple farms. He has he's stalled villager production entirely to make Men-at-Arms. And I gotta say, I don't like it because it's too late. If your Men-at-Arms are hitting at the 10-minute mark, they're awesome. If they're hitting at the 14-minute mark, what's going on here? Oh, they're just trying to get into that mill, but the gate is being built. Is it even being built? No, the gate has been abandoned. So the Men-at-Arms are here, though. Now, this is pretty huge. How does Sammy react? Because Roy is, like, fully committed. Sammy should be nearing clicking to Castle Age himself, so so here's the deal, dude. These guys get in, they back up. I mean, they can't do anything, right? Because this is the main benefit of TC on the wood line, is that you can fast castle with ease. You get all your resources you need, which he's going to have here. And he's going to be Castle Age. Roy's score is higher, but that's because he has military on the field. He has 5 military to 1. And he's got a ton of map vision now. This guy, he sees the whole entire map, which is really great for him. Sammy is in the corner. He is in the dang corner. But Sammy's going to click up. He needs to click up, like, immediately. These Men-at-Arms pose, like, 0 threat right now. These guys are going out. Where are these villagers going? To make a lumber camp over here. Interesting choice. He could just unqueue these vills and sell. He needs to get up to Castle Age. Castle Age, make a couple knights, and you have the map control back. He's housed. Completely housed. And this feels like a little bit panicky for Sammy here. You don't need any of this. You need Castle Age, in my opinion. Oh, Scully, you're right. He's missing a building. But he's not making any units to defend this. He's focused on the castle. Market is going to go up. Now, these Men-at-Arms are starting... what was once not a threat at all is starting to become a real threat by the fact that he hasn't clicked yet. He's idle for it. He needs to repair this house. Because they get in and they start making new garrisons. It's never great. The house is repaired and he clicks. So where's Roy at? Roy is still... He's all in Men-at-Arms. He's all in Men-at-Arms from across the entire map. So it's not terrible. These guys might actually get in. They have arson. They must have arson. So he does have a chance to get it through. He's going to see this wood line, and he could maybe shift his focus here, but Sammy is going to be on his way up, and Roy is nowhere near. He's making more Men-at-Arms. He will drain Sammy from wood, but he's got a lot of lumberjacks. He's getting on stone. And while the score says Roy, right now I like Sammy's position better. I like Sammy's position better. I know Budweiser is just hard up for the men-at-arms, but Roy is adding more men-at-arms, more vills. He's going to be really late to castle HE. Like, really late to castle. The harassment on the houses is great, but Sammy can just wall this out. He can just repair indefinitely, right? He's walled up. And even if they get in, there's not too much damage, but you know, a 1-2 vill tower. Tower's not it. You need to repair these houses, and he's going to repair them. All right, let's see the whole map here. Sammy needs to repair these houses, like, faster than he thinks. You can also garrison and start shooting these guys. So they're going to shift their attention to right here, and they may get in. Let's see. Nope, Stonewall goes down just in time. Sammy's going to keep him out completely. He can focus his attention here, but at this point, I mean, he has 17 army. I think it's all men-at-arms. And Sammy's up. Sammy is up to Castle Age. He's in the corner, and he doesn't have a great eco to do anything about this. But if he keeps these 17 men-at-arms out, which at this point is a lot of army, and they're in. This could actually suck. Sammy has to make units here, and he's making a town center. You have to... This is actually could be a colossal throw. You're up to Castle Age first. Okay, here comes some Step Lancers. Here comes some Step Lancers. These men-at-arms, though, it was at one point, it was kind of cute. It's not that cute anymore. Let's see. Check men-at-arms for upgrades. 6+1, 0+1. They are fully upgraded for Feudal Age. The stable, 1 Step Lancer. He's targeting the stable, which is very smart. 1 Step Lancer, 2 Step Lancers. Micro them. Micro them. Sammy needs to queue vills and queue army. Like, he's a little bit panicked right here. He's floating a ton of res. And he's not... He needs make another stable. Make 2 more stables. These men-at-arms are being allowed to have so much value right now. And let's see where Roy is. Roy's halfway to Castle Age. This is Roy's game. Sammy is not making... He's gonna allow this entire base to go down. I think he's gonna allow this entire base to go down. And he's just gonna But the problem is that Red is gonna just keep spamming men-at-arms. They're gonna be longswords. You're gonna lose everything here. I'm not sure why he didn't just make 5 more Step Lancers. He's now adding a stable when he can't afford it. But the town centers, I mean, they could pay, but they're going to pay off slow. And you're going to lose all this investment. These pastures are 100 wood each, and it's down. And it's down fast, too. They have, like, no armor. Garrison your town center, dude. Red has a 5 vill lead and 25 military units on the field. They're longswords now. This town center is going to go. All these villagers are going to go. Sammy might throw this game. I liked his position 3 minutes ago, and I don't like it anymore. These men-at-arms can't threaten yet. He's making 1 Step Lancer. He needs military. Roy is full send on the men-at-arms. He's not going to make another single unit besides men-at-arms. Oh, I lied. He's adding spearmen. So, huge. I mean, he literally has, like, 4 farms. I don't even know how he's affording this all. The Step Lancers were in for a counter raid, and I love it, actually. Force him to pay attention to something else. He's been just dead focused on your base, microing your houses down. And now he's like, oh shit. Oh man, I gotta go home. He's queuing nothing. He's freaking. He's freaking. Don't let him find your other TCs though, dude. If he finds your other TCs, so now... Roy hasn't queued anything in seconds, in 30 seconds. His eco is a little bit poop. He's fully invested on the fact that he has 30 military units on the field. He's queuing 1 vill. He's queuing 1 vill, and he's making another town center. Sammy needs houses, but he has 3 town centers up. This one stayed up. He managed to keep it alive. He needs to spam houses. This is actually a hilarious game. It could go either way. But Sammy desperately needs army, and he's just trying to make vills. This is like this is a mistake that if Red finds out and punishes, you're tossed. Here he is. Longswords are in. Red needs siege. Red needs like a couple mangonels, and this is like GG. You can't stop it. They could push all the town centers. But here they come. Oh man. And Sammy's gonna run. Don't run. Garrison. Garrison. Dude, This TC's dead. These guys are both freaking out. Sammy's panicked, and he's going to let this town center go down. There's 6 vills inside, and that's not enough. You should have put 10 in there at least. But this town center's dead. I don't know what the plan is here for Sammy, but he is losing right now to the all-in, to the million men-at-arms. Yeah, he could have made 2 archers. He could have done a lot of things. He's playing it super greedy by just town centers are 375 resources plus all the food you need to continually produce out of them. Like, you need to have all these pastures up. These take time to pay off. They take resources to make. It's a crazy investment into a town center that's now dead. What did you collect? Like 400 gold, and now the town center's gone. It didn't even pay for itself barely. It certainly didn't pay for itself with the villas and the time. So the town centers were a bad call. A castle would be sick. A castle would be great here. He desperately needs to secure his position, and he needs army. He's playing this no army game, but he only has a 3-vill lead for it. Because Roy is totally untouched back here. Roy's dropping a castle at home to protect his eco. Smart. This Step Lancer's gonna die to the Spearman. It's not even a pikeman, it's a Spearman. With upgrades. These longswords are fully upgraded, and they are gonna wreck. This town center goes down, and I think it's gonna be GG, to be totally honest. I don't think Sammy has any idea what to do. Where's the castle? The castle is coming up here, but it doesn't range the town center. Sammy's going for a forward castle, but he's losing his entire eco. Oh man, this is GG. All these vills are gonna die. I think Sammy's cooked. Oh bro. Oh my god. He's not even doing anything. He's not running these vills. I think he's just like about to type GG in the chat, because I don't know what he does here. He's willing to throw all that for a castle that ranges nothing. Yep, GG, well played. Sammy's out. Sammy is out. APG Roy takes it down, man. Really well played from Red. I did not see men-at-arms from across the map working, but it totally worked. The Conics are going to deny this castle. Wow. Sammy says, we'll be rooting for you. Really, really awesome sportsmanship. I love to see that. That's really cool. Yeah, the fake GG. No, it was really cool. He said he's going to be rooting for him. So, Red just won with the all-in men-at-arms and the aggressive play. That's kind of how he did it the first time, too. He sat back and boomed for a little bit and then just came in and never took his foot off the gas. So, really well played by APG Roy. He was the lower elo player, if I can check. 1524 for Roy. And Sammy here is at, oh, Sammy's dropped. He's at 1462. He was in the 1580s, so he's actually below 1500 here for the tournament. But you use your highest elo, and that's where he was, so just a smothering from Roy. Great, really well played from Red. You can just see the stats here, and thanks everybody for watching. I'm out of here. GG, guys.